Today's episode is brought to you by Third Love. Today, it's going to be two guys talking about bras. That's right. Get used to it. Also, MeUndies. Two guys talking about undies. Wow, this is a great episode. I can tell this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cox and Crendor.
Cox and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's up next Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the exciting episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Hey-oh, it's time for the show.
What? Hey-oh, it's a time for the show.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
Okay.
Hey-yo.
Hey, I like how you just like shook when you.
Whoa. That's like what's his name? Is it like the Bob Dylan or whatever?
What?
Where he's like, here we go, we got the files of
What?
or
What?
yeah, Bob Dylan, right?
Just like Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan known for being, hey, yo, welcome to the show. That's exactly when I think Bob Dylan. That's who I think of.
There's got to be somebody out there that thinks that.
I mean, you're the somebody.
Well, listen, I don't know. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I had an epiphany this week. I was in the car. First off, amazing story, amazing LA story. I don't know if anyone in the rest of the world can relate to this, but I was driving into the office and there was in front of me a big gray Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
And it tried, either it was trying to get into the left-hand lane or the left-hand lane car was trying to get into my lane, but this big Tesla almost collided with an almost identical gray small Tesla. And the big Tesla like swerved out of the way into the right-hand lane, and in the right-hand lane almost hit another small gray Tesla. It was the craziest thing I've ever. I was like, what the Matrix broke. Something was wrong. It was looking at three of almost the exact same car hit each other. And I was like, this is out of bounds.
That's like the most LA thing.
Yeah, it would have been a little more normal if it was like a couple Priuses or maybe a Ford something. No, this was just straight up Teslas. So a bunch of guys with too much money almost crashed into each other. And I was like, okay, Los Angeles.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers. No, you'll be hearing from my lawyers.
My lawyers are your lawyers. Oh!
Now what? I know. Why don't we just all buy new Teslas? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy in the third car was the lawyer. And he's like, I'm both your lawyers. I'm suing both of you.
Wop, 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 wow. Coming this fall.
But I was in the car, and I think there was like a 90s radio station or something on, the old satellite radio, which I now love.
Yes.
Before I was like, satellite radio's dumb, I'm never going to use this. And then I got a free trial for a year, and it was great. I was like, oh, man, I love it. I can't go back. It just sounds better, and there's so much more choices. And I was like, I can't go back. And so there's like a 90s channel, or maybe it was like a 2000s channel. Basically, I think it was an early 2000s channel, and it was playing 2000s rock. And I realized most of the rock that in 2000, 2001, 2002 that I thought was really good is garbage. is really bad. Almost all the songs are just like, and the music is really angsty, and you're just like, God, they don't even have like a message or anything to say in this music. It's like, I feel the blood in my hands. And you're like, what?
That's actually pretty true. It's either like, I woke up today and I don't know why I feel this way, but I do.
Or there's the version that's like, I get girls and I like 'em, and I'm gonna take a ride on 'em. I like girls. You're like, all these songs are terrible, just bad. There's nothing musically good about them. It's always like the same few chords over and over again, and it's just them like talking about like, I'm gonna go out and meet my friends, and we're gonna drink till the evening ends. And you're like, cool, this is great. It's not good. It also has like, my parents don't understand. My parents don't understand. So I'm gonna go crazy tonight because my parents don't understand. You're like, this is terrible. This is garbage. Oh man, I must have listened for about 20 minutes just like face palming the entire time. Just like, why? Why did I listen to this? And I guess because I was younger, but keep in mind, I still would have been like, in 2003, I still would have been like 22 or 21 or something. Like, I wouldn't have been old.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have been young. I was like, there's nothing about my life that was like, I'm gonna go out and get hookers tonight. Like, what?
Well, you're not that band. That band probably did go out and get hookers that night.
They probably did, but why would anyone be like, this is going on the album, bros?
This is going straight on the iPad. Definitely going on the iPad.
Oh my god, they have this new thing called the iPhone. It's gonna be amazing, bros.
Do you think anyone listens to music like on their iPad? Well, I guess like maybe if you're like playing it in your house or something, but like you ever see like some guy out in public like holding his iPad at the gym or something?
The more powerful that iPhones get, the less I see a use for an iPad. But I guess people need them. I just don't ever know why people have. Like at one point in my life, I had an iPad and an iPhone. It was too much.
I have an iPad, but I mainly just draw on it or write notes.
Yeah, I don't. I can't even be asked to
pen
do that.
thing.
I can't even be asked. I'm like, I have a computer. That's what computers are for.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to. You don't want to be at the computer.
Well, then that's why you have a phone.
So sometimes the phone's too small.
Well, that's stupid. Phones are not too. I am blown away by the fact that I have some friends who have iWatches or Apple Watches, iPhones, and iPads, and I'm just like, who are you? You are. I have to be connected all the time, bro. It's like, okay.
To me, the watch is the most
down.
useless one. And I know somebody's going to be listening and being like, I love my Apple Watch. But like, the Apple Watch, it feels like it's going to go with you wherever you go. But like, it's so small to like do stuff. And then like, you have your phone right there anyway. So it's like, like your iPad, at least it's like, a thing you can use at home. But like, I don't see the point of the Apple Watch unless you're like, maybe like a crazy business person, but even then you could probably still take out your phone.
I have the exact same thoughts, but everyone that I know who has one loves one. And so I've deduced and sort of like boiled it all down to the real nuggets of what I think the reasoning is.
Okay.
The reason to have an Apple Watch is because you're that person who always looks at their phone, be it texts or emails, and you're like in a conversation with someone or you're doing something and you can't not look at who just texted you for 5 minutes. So instead of reaching your pocket, pulling out your phone and being rude, now you can be a quick rude just by glancing at your wrist, figuring out who it is, and then looking back up at the conversation. I'm convinced of this. Convinced of this one true fact. If you have an Apple Watch, you are that friend who is like, it's nice being with you, but other people could want to talk to me. Convinced of this. Convinced of it.
That's actually pretty true. I think you're onto something with that.
I know I'm onto something. I watch it happen frequently where someone's just like, yeah, this is interesting. And I'm looking at my Apple Watch. Okay, well, that wasn't more important than you, so let's keep talking. And you're like, cool.
Yeah. It's
because it has nothing to do with time. It's not a timepiece. You don't care about the time. It literally exists to give you a quick rundown of what is happening in your life without having to pull out your phone. It's that, like, that's it. Or maybe you use it for like health stuff. But I think that's a small minority of the actual owners.
Well, I think, like when you run or something, it checks your heart rate and all those things.
Yeah, there's like a new feature now where it checks your like heart rhythm or something, and so you can figure out if your like heart's getting screwy.
That's so crazy.
There's like new medical stuff to it, so I understand why some people want it for that. But in my experience, most people, or it just makes them more rude. Like before, when they didn't have it, they would be in your life like, oh yeah, this is interesting. And then once they got it, now they're like, well, all I have to do is look at my wrist. And either way, I don't like it. Either way, I don't like the Apple Watch.
Well, I think we've hit that point where technology in general has kind of stagnated again. It feels like it happens every so often. Like it hits a point, it's like, all right, what else are we gonna do with the phone? And it's like, I don't know, make it waterproof, make it slightly faster, make the camera slightly better. And it's like, it's like, when's the like next big new thing? Like I feel like we need that now. We're at the
what
point
would you
where
consider
we need an
big and
innovative
new?
thing.
What would you consider big and new?
Well, I mean, like the iPhone when it first came out was big and new. That's what I mean, like
Right,
something like that
but,
that changes.
Okay. Well, use your brain and come up with the next new thing. What is big and new to Crendor?
All right, big and new. All right, so if we go back in time, I think some of these bigger things like iPhone, maybe like CD players, DVDs, HD television. I'm gonna go ahead. All right, and I'm gonna create the next big thing right here.
I'm waiting for it.
Okay, what's something that people do every day?
Eat, sleep, drink, go drive, walk, talk to people.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Now, let's say, all right, I'm going to pick one of those and take eating.
Okay.
All right. We need to make
You're going to change the concept of eating?
I'm going to change the concept of eating.
Whoa, okay.
Hello, and welcome to CrenCon. Today, I'll be changing the concept of eating. Everybody likes to eat, right? You go out to eat, you cook at home, you eat your food, you want to taste the food, you want to, whatever. But what if I simplified the way you eat?
I don't follow.
Okay. Well, okay.
How do you simplify the process of eating?
Say, what do you eat for breakfast?
Today, for example, I had a bagel.
Okay. Well, how'd you acquire that bagel?
At the grocery store.
So you had to go to the grocery store, buy that bagel, then go home, then make it.
Well, I mean, I bought it yesterday, but yeah.
What if you hired a guy that would just go to the store, come to your house, make you that bagel, and that's it? And you had like your own personal chef, cooked you everything.
Those exist, though. You haven't changed anything so far. You've just made sure that
those exist.
Personal chefs definitely exist.
No, like faster, higher quality, casual, like the Uber of personal chefs. You just call her personal chef.
Personal chefs exists. I don't know.
Does like a Uber service for personal chefs exist?
I feel like a lot of people would have problems just inviting random strangers into their home to cook. Like, here's where I keep all my knives.
That's what people said about Ubers. Like, I don't know if anyone would want to get some random person's car.
Yeah, but your home is like, your home. Once they're in.
And then you invite cleaner people over.
Yeah, but they have to. Oh, I guess you could make them reputable.
Yeah, let's see. Wait, Uber chef.
They already beat you to it.
Uber chef. We can Uberize that. Chef applies the sharing economy to personal chefs.
They already did it. They already beat you to it.
This is what I'm saying. I don't know what to do. Everything's being done already. And the things that aren't done already, I can't think of, which is the biggest problem.
All right, come on. You have to be able to think of something. Okay.
All right.
What is the thing you like to do the most? What is the thing you like to do the most? Actually, scratch that. What do you spend your most time doing?
Sitting in a chair.
Okay. How can you make that experience better?
Make the chair better.
How can you make the chair better? What parts of the chair need to be better?
Let's see. Could use some better back support. Could use something that makes me sit the proper way.
Sure.
Could use probably just like an ergodynamic chair, right? That's what they call it, ergodynamics.
Well, here's the thing. What's the next thing you do the most?
Go walk or go to the gym or exercise.
Okay. So, What you need is a chair that both supports you and exercises you.
Oh shit!
You need an exercise
sounds-
chair.
Like a recipe for disaster.
All right, what's the third thing you do the
chair.
most? What's the third?
Exercise chair ripped my legs off.
What's the third thing you do the most?
Eat.
You need a chair that both feeds and exercises you.
I'll never have to go anywhere again.
You'll never have to move. If you cut a hole in the bottom of it, you can just take it to poop too. You don't need anything.
So we just need to create a chair, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but like a toilet. We need to create a toilet that you can game on.
There's got to be like the gamer
We'll
toilet chair.
we'll call it the throne.
How about a gamer chair?
There's, I
Not
thought
like
you were
one of
gonna
those
look up
dumb DX racer chairs. Like
gamer toilet. Do you think that exists?
Gamer toilet. Gamer toilet.
Shut
Oh
up.
my god.
They
it exists.
definitely do. This sucks. This world sucks. I don't
This
like
is
this
what
at
I'm
all.
saying.
I don't
We're
like
going
this.
too fast now.
I don't like this at
all
all.
going too fast.
Oh, this is awful. What?
Of course, it's Japan that did it.
I don't like that the toilet seat lights up. Also, that for some reason on the logo for this thing, it's a PlayStation toilet seat.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation toilet seat. This only happened like a month and a half ago.
I don't like this. I don't like where the world's going.
The gaming's toilet tank is also outfitted with an array of hardware, most noticeably Glacier white PS4 strapped to its front face. Hanging on a hook on the left side is a headphone microphone set.
I don't like this. I don't like any of this. This sucks.
It's also got ergonomic pads to provide cushioning support for hamstrings and buttocks if the material is rubbery enough, extra grip.
I don't like this.
But you just said it's what we needed.
You know what? Sometimes we're too busy worried about whether we could. We don't stop and think if we should. So I'm gonna just be okay. I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah. You know, sometimes we just go far enough that we've gone too far.
Yeah, we just went too far. We went way too far for our own good, and I'm fine. I'm fine. We don't need to do any of that. We're good. Yeah, so I guess that's I was listening to music while driving in a car.
Oh yeah.
That's how we got there.
Oh my god, what was I was gonna bring up I was at Target and there's this woman walking by with this guy and she's like really loud. He cheated on me with her. But then she started laughing. So I don't know if that actually happened or if like it was a social experiment thing where she was just saying it out loud to see the reaction she got. And then it made me think like about social experiments and how it's just breaking the norms of society. Or like you wouldn't just yell something like that or like do something like that, but if you did, it disrupts like the whole social. Like, I don't know.
I think social experiment wise, it's really just doing something that people don't expect and seeing their reactions, right?
Yeah.
Social experiments are kind of dumb because it's just like, yeah, I'm going to do something that may or may not be annoying or something different or something weird that goes against the norm and just study how people react.
Yeah.
And most of the time
I
it
think
just
it'd be
is like
funny.
a prank, like someone trying to do something weird and like they reacted negatively towards me coughing on them. Like, well, yeah, don't do that, you dick.
Well, I think sometimes it can be fun. Like I was watching Tom Green and Andy Milonakis' stream, and it was pretty funny. They like met up in Japan, and there's this one guy, and he's like, "Oh, hey, it's Tom Green. I know you." And he like kept shaking his hand, but like he wouldn't let go. And he was just like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "I'm from Sweden." And the guys and Tom Green's like, "Oh yeah, Sweden. You know, IKEA, meatballs, all that good stuff. Yeah, I love Sweden." But he like wouldn't let go of his hand, and the guy's like, "All right, all right." And then he like kept doing it, and then Tom Green's just like, "Yep." And then he like finally lets go, and he's like, "All right, bye." And then he walks away, and Tom Green's like, "Dude, that guy wouldn't let go of my fucking hand." Like, you know, he like makes it funny, but like it's not just like, "Oh, prank, bro. We just like slammed the door in some old lady's face, and she thought we'd hold it open." Oh, you know.
Well, there's a difference between being
A prankster.
I don't even know, like, just a dick, just like being an asshole.
Yeah.
And not like there's a way to go about doing funny bits without being like, yeah, and then we ran that old lady off the road. She didn't know what hit her. It was a car. What else happened to you this week?
Honestly, not that much.
Was this a slow Kren week?
This is a slow Crendor week. That's like the only thing I wrote down, really. I went to the gym. I walked around. It was hot. It was cold. It's a Katy Perry song.
I was about to say,
Yeah, didn't really do much.
Aside from finding out that my musical tastes when I was younger sucked, and I helped my parents make a bed. That was pretty fun. Yeah, they decided to. I didn't know my parents had such a small bed. They had a full-size bed, not a king queen, like a full-size bed, like a bed right above a twin-size bed. I've had a queen-size bed for a long time, and so seeing that my parents had a smaller bed blew my mind. I was like, "What? What? So they finally get in a queen-size bed, and they had to get a new bed frame, and so I went over and helped them build this bed frame, and I realized, that like too many cooks thing. That's my parents. Yeah. My parents are the too many cooks. They straight up. My mom will say to do a thing. My dad will be like, "Let me see those directions," and he'll say to do a thing. The directions sucked. It was definitely a made in China product where the directions ended, but there were still pieces left, like big pieces it didn't explain how to put them together. And so I was just like looking at the images. I was like, okay.
It's one of those things where that's why a lot of people don't go to IKEA, because you got to build everything. And some things it's like, pretty all right. But other things, I wouldn't buy at IKEA just because I know I'd take like 20 years to build them.
Well, it wasn't hard. Looking back, the process wasn't hard. The problem is the instructions were so crappy that my mom and dad both saw different things. So a great example is on the bed frame, there were sort of these cross divider rails that sort of support weight, right? They were designed to support your legs or your back or whatever. And the way they were set up was they had two sort of downward facing prongs on the end, and the illustration would not, like, it didn't properly show you how to put them in. Because if you looked, it was kind of like one of those 3D optical illusions, because if you looked at it from one angle, it was you put the metal rod on the outside and you screwed it in. But another angle, you look at it and it looks like it's going inside the piece and you screw all three together from the inside. And so they're sitting there trying to figure it out. My dad's like, "No, this is how you do it." Mom's like, "No, this is how you do it." And the crazy thing is, it could have been either way. There was no actual instruction. There was no text at all. It was literally just images and arrows. And so there was no actual instruction on what to do. And I was just like, this is insane. And then pieces were missing, and like the directions, there was literally one step completely missing. Yeah. Meanwhile, all the reviews online for this bed frame were just through the roof. Like, it's great bed frame. So it may be great, but thankfully you can just use your brain to figure out how it fits together. But the directions made it just more complicated. It sucked.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, building shit's just annoying. But I don't know. I don't mind doing it as long as it's not like missing stuff. Like I remember I bought that it's like Target table thing where it had like a drawer. You put a lamp on it or whatever. But like part of the drawer wasn't in the thing. And I was like, it's got to be here. But it wasn't there. So I had to call their like customer service thing. And they're like, "Sir, do you have the number and the thing?" Or whatever. And I was like, I'll just not use the drawer. I'll just like keep it in there. And it looks like the drawer works. So I've just done that for like years.
That's honestly, with the desk I'm on right now, the drawer in the middle of this desk has no back. There's no back to the drawer.
Yeah, that's what I think mine is too.
And so what will happen is I'll put stuff in it, close the drawer, and it'll just roll out the back. And I'll be like, "Where'd that shit go?" And I'll just see it on the floor. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And so literally I just removed the drawer entirely. I just took the drawer out. I was like, this is the most useless piece of garbage. What? I can't. People, no matter what, everything falls out the back. Why would you give me a drawer with no back?
I know. I don't know. It's got to be just somebody in the factory just like forgot to put it in or something, right?
I don't know. I don't know. It seems like if you had the problem and I had the problem, is there a secret war against drawers, against the backs of drawers?
Dude, what if?
What if? What if
There's
there's
a secret society?
the no
that
drawer
destroys
society?
The backs of drawers.
I'll tell you what. They're taking the drawers, they're throwing in shit. They're just burning the backs of drawers, and I tell you what, they got brain slugs.
George, have you ever noticed how there are no backs to drawers anymore? What's it mean?
What does it mean?
Is
Find
this
out
the
next
Illuminati,
after our
George?
sponsor.
Do you think Chupacabra stole all the backs of our drawers, George?
Now, you better not be joking about chupacabras, because those things aren't going to attack you in your sleep.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, was that your George? Or was that you? For a minute, I thought you were like, whoa, hold on. Don't joke about chupacabras. I was like, wait, what?
Anti-radar camera protection, which is why we don't have any photos or video evidence.
I like how I honestly, truly believe that Chupacabra was where you drew the line. Hold on now.
Clearly.
Do not
Obviously.
talk poorly about Chupacabra.
You better not.
Oh my god.
I don't know. So it's our week. We did nothing and attempted to build stuff.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, gang, you can't get through your week without a good pair of underwear. That's just a fact. You gotta
That's a
have
fact.
clean underwear, and it's gotta be good, and it's gotta feel right and not be too tight, especially around your tush. MeUndies is the place to get your underwear. We can't stress this enough. It is the softest, best underwear in the world. Most of your life you're going to have underwear on. That's just a fact. That's just a
true.
fact. And it is the only underwear that I have in my entire apartment. I have maybe too much at this point. I maybe have too many MeUndies choices. There's good reason. Because MeUndies are made with this micro-modal fabric that's 3 times softer than cotton. Still, all these years later, don't know what the hell that means. It's a sentence that I have to say, but whatever it is, it's great. I love it. I think it's very good. They have so many options. They have boxer briefs now with a fly. You can get a fly-in version, so you don't have to guys. You either go through or up and over. Now you have your options of what to do. And they have products for women. They have onesies. They have socks. They have all sorts of things. And even loungewear, right? Like awesome lounge pants. And they're made from the same fabric as the underwear, which, let me tell you, it's pretty extravagant. It's nice. It's incredible is just, it's not even good enough to describe it. MeUndies, right now, for you listening. Actually, right now, I was about to look down. Right now, I have pink MeUndies on. Oh, spoilers, I'm recording this just in my boxers and a t-shirt. So, that's for you out there.
I got gingerbread man.
I just have normal pink. We reversed
Dang,
today.
we swapped.
Yeah, weird. For you, our listeners and perhaps first-time purchasers, when you go to MeUndies, you get 15% off and free shipping. That's 15% off a pair of the most comfortable undies you will ever put on your body, and free shipping, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't like it, send them back. You have nothing to lose because you didn't lose out on the shipping. MeUndies.com/Crendor. That's MeUndies.com/Crendor. Pick up a pair today. Change your butt's life.
Just do it. MeUndies.com/Crendor. MeUndies.com/Crendor. MeUndies.com/Crendor.
Today we're also brought to you by Third Love. Now I know a lot of people out there are like, what the hell are two guys going to be able to tell us about bras? Honestly, I've dated enough in my life to know that bras are I've had conversations with a lot of the ladies that have let me see their bras. And most of the time, the conversation relates to either it's too small, too big, too old, too whatever. And it always has to do with fitting right, or the different types. Like I can't tell you how many people I've dated in my life who, when we pass a Victoria's Secret, I'm like, oh my goodness, and they're just like, those bras suck.
That's a truth.
They're like, those are terrible. They're poorly made. And so essentially Third Love is a bra company that is making the perfect fit for you ladies out there. They have more sizes than most other brands, 70 sizes, including their signature half cup sizes, which I didn't even know was a thing. I had no idea.
Wow.
And so I think that's pretty amazing. They have a Fit Finder quiz when you go to the website, and it can help you find the perfect bra for you. It's convenient. You don't have to go to some shop and try to scrounge around for the one that's right for you. There's no awkward fitting experiences. I mean, I would love to be a part of any and all of those, but this saves you from having to deal with creeps like me. So this is great.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Over 12 million women have taken the Fit Finder quiz to date. It's super fun. It takes less than a minute to complete. You can just go and try it out right now. You don't even have to buy anything. Just go there right now and try it, and you'll see the difference. And you'll be like, maybe I should jump in on this. And that's why we're here for you. It has a 100% fit guarantee. Every customer has 60 days to wear it, wash it, put it to the test, and if you don't love it, return it. 60 days! That's crazy!
That's a long time.
All the reviews say it is the most comfortable bra you'll ever own. So, don't take it from us. Clearly, we are not the ones to really sell you on this. Go to the website. Find out for yourself. See the reviews. See how women around the world are jumping on this product because it is really about women and for women. So I think that's pretty amazing. So you can go right now to thirdlove.com/Cox to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That is thirdlove.com/Cox, C-O-X, for 15% off.com. It's third as in THIRD, love, LOVE.com/Cox. Do it. Ladies out there, we know you're listening. Do it. And let us know. Tweet at us. What do you think?
Just try it.
All right, let's go to chapter number 7 of the Sky with Crendor. Crendor, how's that? Traffic out there.
Oh, traffic has been kind of all over the place lately, mainly because most of the country it's either cold, then hot, then hot, then cold. It's a Katy Perry song again. I keep referencing Katy Perry, but it really is hot.
He kissed a girl and he liked it.
That's true. Also, I don't know, there's cars and stuff. Watch out on the road and the traffic.
All right, let's go over to the weather desk. How's that weather?
Weather time.
Let's kick in the old whoppy.
Whoppy activated. Beep, bop, beep, 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 bop, beep, bop. 6, 6, 5, 2, 3. Osage City, Kansas.
Osage City. Osage sounds like the
City.
name of Osage City sounds like the name of a Star Wars character. I am Osage City.
Osage City here. It is
A bounty hunter on the Outer Rim, hunting Han Solo. Oh yeah.
That's pretty good. Whoppy, keep going.
Osage City, Kansas, as of 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 76 degrees. Feels like 76 degrees. High, 76 degrees. Low, 59 degrees. UV index, 1. Next 36 hours. Thunderstorms, likely. Low, 59 degrees. Chance of rain, 80%. Monday, thunderstorms, scattered. Variable clouds with thunderstorms, especially in afternoon. High, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Monday night, thunderstorms. Tuesday, thunderstorms. Tuesday night, thunderstorms.
Damn. I can't tell
Kansas
if
getting
Whoppy's
thunderstorms.
broken or if Kansas is about to get thunderstorms. Damn.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of thunderstorms, man.
You know what?
Watch out in Kansas.
You know what I miss about the summer?
What?
On those days, like LA doesn't have this. On those days, especially in the Midwest, when it's really, really, really hot, and you know that night it's gonna rain.
Yeah, I love those.
It's like a really hot, crappy day. It's like, oh, the humidity. But you know at nighttime it's gonna be like, the rain's gonna come.
Yeah.
I love those days. We don't get that on the West Coast. Maybe if you go north, but in LA, that does not happen here. Oh,
Yeah, I love that too. I love that. It's like nice and hot, and the thunderstorm comes in, and the air feels refreshed and cool.
Yeah, it's great.
And you're just like,
here, no, the only thunderstorm that comes in is the like Whistler tip like noise that comes off of loud cars and the smog. It's like whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. All right, let's go to the sports desk.
Sports. Welcome back to the sports desk. We've got some sports news for you. First off, let's hop into baseball. Tell you how that's been going on in the standings. Top team right now in the AL is the Tampa Bay Rays somehow. Then Minnesota. Wow, there's some random teams up here. Houston, also up there. And Yankees, Cleveland, and Seattle. Over in the NL, you got Philadelphia at top with Atlanta right behind them. You got St. Louis and the Cubs up there, but the Cubs have won 6 in a row. St. Louis lost 3 in a row. Cubs only half a game back. They play tonight, so that could do the old swip swap as well with Milwaukee only a game behind them. Wow! And in the West, the Dodgers at top with the Diamondbacks only a game and a half behind them. Then we swap it over to hockey. St. Louis beat Dallas today. That goes to a game 7 now.
That's gonna be big. That's gonna be a big game. That's gonna be a big game.
That's a huge game. San Jose up 3-2 on Colorado. Boston up 3-2 on Columbus. And the Carolina Hurricanes swept the Islanders. And over in basketball in the NBA, Raptors even up the series with the 76ers.
What about the Nugs? What about the Nugs?
The Nugs are going live with their pregame right now, but they're down 2-1 to Portland in that series.
Blazers
Milwaukee
and the Nugs, man.
Blazers and the Nugs.
The Blazers and the Nugs.
The Bucks, Milwaukee up 2-1 on Boston. And the Warriors are up 2-1 on the Rockets, who just won yesterday. And that is the sports.
Okay, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Hold on, let's see. Somebody's got to link this pretty good story. They always do. Somebody saw Mike Diamond on a truck.
I did see that. Someone tweeted us out Mike Diamond. That was pretty great.
20 Juan Savage for that tweet. Florida man claims sexual role-playing led to shootout with deputies.
Well, we found our article.
We have found it. All right, let's see.
I need to know the A to B to C on this one.
All right, yeah, let's see. Also, somebody linked an article that said suspicious object leads police to shut down State Street, but it was just a can of Chef Boyardee on wheels.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Boyardee. Hold on, I'll keep that one for the story after. There we go. Okay, so first up, a Florida man involved in a shootout with police is asking for all his charges to be dismissed. Neighbors called police after a disturbance between LaForest Gray and his wife, but he said it was all part of their sexual role-playing. I'm an artist, not a criminal, writes Gray in a letter to a judge as he attempts to get himself out of jail. On February 13th, he took to Instagram Live to stream a standoff he had with Orange County deputies in Orlando, Florida. According to police, neighbors told investigators they allegedly saw Gray punching and dragging his wife by her hair. Oh, God. My wife and I were role-playing in one of our many adventures. Absolutely no crimes were committed, and I certainly didn't do anything to hurt her. In our role-playing adventures, we have traveled, purchased specific items, added other members, and have acted the part in our videos.
Time out. What has the wife said about this? I feel like we don't need to hear what he has to say. The wife is the missing piece.
Yeah, that does seem like we need the wife.
We can't just we can't just have like. It sounds to me like you're about to end this article, and I refuse to let you end this without anyone interviewing the wife.
Yeah, that seems that's a pretty important part.
Like this guy's
Otherwise,
like,
some abusive guy is just like, dude, it's just role playing, man.
Yeah.
What do you think?
If she was like, yes, we do get a little freaky, then I'd be like, okay, funny story. But if not, then terrible story. One of the worst stories.
Yeah. All right. Also, this one popped up.
What?
Meth
You can't
smoking-
just. We're gonna cliffhanger me like that. Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
I gotta do it because meth smoking Florida man attacks mattress in jealous rage. It's not even that long. An apparently hallucinating Florida man used a bedpost to attack a mattress where he thought a man was hiding. In a Facebook post, the sheriff's office quoted the girlfriend of 37-year-old Felipe Oquendo as saying that he began acting erratically early Friday. The girlfriend told deputies Oquendo thought she was cheating on him with a man he thought was in the mattress. She said Oquendo hit the mattress with a bedpost, ripped it apart, and locked the bedroom door. She was able to escape and call the police. He admitted he was smoking meth.
She definitely was cheating on him.
Probably.
If she wasn't before, she is now. That guy sounds crazy.
And now, the big news story of the day.
Chef
Suspicious
Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee can on wheels leads Chicago cops to shut down street.
Why is it on
Chicago.
wheels? Why is it on wheels?
I don't know, but it is. A Chicago street was shut down on Tuesday after cops spotted a suspicious package that turned out to be an educational and tasty school project. The package that spooked police officers turned out to be an odd contraption, a can of Chef Boyardee ravioli and a thin green wire taped to a set of wheels. Investigators briefly shut down the streets, State Street and Chicago Transit Authority Red Line, which ran underground. A spokesperson for DePaul University, which is located in Chicago, told the news outlet that the design student was responsible for the can on wheels served as a prototype of a vehicle created for a class assignment. And here, help me link this for
I'm
you.
ready to see this.
All right, here you go. It's literally just like rollerblade wheels.
Yeah, how do we describe this? It is straight up a can of Chef Boyardee, unopened.
Yeah.
Unopened can of Chef Boyardee, green taped to skateboard wheels, or maybe roller skate wheels. And then
Some
there's
sort
like a
of
little
skating.
antenna hanging out the back of it. And it just
Yeah.
is like in the middle of a road. And I think, those straws, how is it held together? There's like,
It looks like straws, but I think they might just be like wooden rods or something. I don't know.
yeah, someone just made a little car out of Chef Boyardee. Why, I don't know. But I can understand why the police would be suspicious, because if anyone's ever eaten Chef Boyardee, it is an explosive case of diarrhea. Yeah!
There's no doubt about that one.
I just put on
Put
sunglasses. No one
sunglasses.
could. Yeah, I just did that.
Well, there you go. That's a good story.
We had 3 stories, none of which had endings. I just want to point out the news sucks. We had 3 stories. 1, they didn't interview the wife. The most important thing. 2, there is literally a story about like a man destroying a mattress because there was like someone cheating but not cheating. And no one's addressing the drugs that he was on. No one even brings up the fact the dude was on super meth. And then 3, there is literally an unopened can of Chef Boyardee, and they're like, well, we thought it was an explosive. Why'd they think that? What led them to that? Did someone report it? There's things here that don't, like, did no one go up to the Chef Boyardee and be like, that's just Chef Boyardee? Like, I don't, the news sucks. The news sucks, and I
Yeah.
don't like it.
News does suck. I mean, yeah, that's, I think that's all we got.
All right, well, that's it for us. But before we get out of here, Crendor, hit him with the socials.
We've got so many socials. We've got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast, where you can listen to this podcast on youtube.com. Subscribe, ring the bell, ding, 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 ding. We've got soundcloud.com/Cox and Crendor, where we've always been. We've got Spotify. We're on Spotify. Just search Cox and Crendor. We're on iTunes. Just search Cox and Crendor. We're on more YouTube with youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. If you want to see some animations of dumb things we said animated to be really cool. We've got Twitter.com/JesseCox, Twitter.com/Crendor, YouTube.com/JesseCox, YouTube.com/Crendor, Facebook.com/JesseCox, Facebook.com/Crendor, Twitch.tv/JesseCox, Twitch.tv/Crendor, Instagram.com/Crendor's Taken, Instagram.com/Notorious Cox. Right?
Yeah, we're good. That's it. We're good. All right, well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for watching or listening, or wherever you are around this beautiful world of ours. Be sure to give us thumbs up or 5 stars or whatever you're listening to us on. Let everyone else know to listen to us there. And as always, to be continued.
Woohoo!